Alright, today James and I are going to be playing Sega Saturn racing games. We've never done that before, and we've barely done any Sega Saturn stuff.
Not much, yeah.
So we've got 3 Sega Saturn games. We've got Daytona USA, Manx TT Superbike, and Sega Rally Championship. We're going to check out all those. But the cool thing about this is we are going to be checking this out with the Sega Saturn steering wheel, which is ridiculous. One thing.
It's a peripheral I've never seen.
So what you do with this is you take it and you stick it between your legs, and then you can steer like that. So there isn't an unlock and a lock on the back. If you unlock it, you can, like a real car, you can bring this down.
Oh, okay.
But I found that it's not gonna. That might be for like a little kid or something. So we're gonna bring it up. We're gonna lock it in place, and then we're gonna stick it between our legs, and then we're gonna.
Is there a
play
gas
this.
pedal?
I think there's third-party gas pedals. I don't have that, and I don't know if it works with the official one. Okay. Because there's other steering wheels, but we're going to be doing this with the official one. Okay. The car I found that handles the best for me is Rolfe. So I'm going to do Rolfe, and I'm going to start it, if I can figure out what button is. Okay, now AT and MT, that's automatic transmission and manual. Do you know how to drive a stick? I don't.
No, I've never driven a stick.
Yeah, I've never done it either, so I'm not going to do...
I'd be curious to try it sometime.
So this game's really hard.
Okay.
We're not going to beat it or anything like that. This is just... I want to show this just so people can see. By the way, you know what I just did? I put a new battery, it's like a watch battery, into the back of the Sega Saturn. You ever play Sega Saturn and you know like that screen that comes up?
The clock and all that?
The clock.
Yeah.
But if you put the new battery in, it doesn't come up.
Oh,
because the batteries are probably dead. Like the one you have is probably dead.
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
So basically, you don't. It's set. The clock's set. You don't need to mess with it ever.
Yeah. Now that screen doesn't even come up as long as the battery's there.
That's cool.
Yeah. All right. Now it should be going. So. Okay. So, B is gas. C is brake. All right. So, so now I get to do this. I'm gonna do one round here, and then I'll let you try it. So, actually, wait. Can I back up? I'll do that on the next thing. There's something I want to show you. This game's very hard, and I was trying to play it with the steering wheel. If you were to play this game, I'd recommend probably just using the controller. Honestly, it's not the worst thing. Like, it works, as you can see. Like, I am driving, but when the game starts to get like crazy. Oh, can I brake there? Fuck. I'll do it on the next one. So there's a couple of little Easter eggs in this game, and I'm going to show you one of them right now. Okay. So if I stop right here, do you see that in front of me? You fucking car!
You got a slot machine going on?
Yeah, there's a slot machine. I just want to show you the slot machine really quick. So you can stop in front of that, and you hit, I think, X it is, and then you can actually stop and play the slot machine, which is a little weird. Let me try to get to it again. I was trying to win on the slot machine, and I couldn't win. There we go. Come on. Yep. It's pissing me off. All right, I gotta go way slower on that part. So I don't know if you can back up somehow. Like, I haven't figured that out. There's probably a way.
Okay. Would there be a reverse in a racing game?
Yeah, I don't. Well,
I mean, I know there is in like Mario Kart and stuff, but in like a regular racing game like this, I'm not sure.
Time's gonna run out now, and I just made it there, of course.
Oh,
fuck me. Oh, by the way, so this is very much arcade style. This is back when it was a big thing for companies like Sega or whatever to make it arcade authentic. So what kind of sucks is it's timed just like an arcade. So if you go to the arcade, you put a quarter in and you only get so much time. This is exactly like that. But what I think is kind of bullshit is, you put in a quarter, you expect it to last like 2 minutes. But with this, like, you bought the game for 40 bucks, right.
So if it was in the arcade, could you put a quarter in to get more time?
Probably, or if you die, you could probably continue or something like that. I don't remember the arcade for this very much, but it's just kind of like, it's funny that back then it was like they wanted to make it 100% arcade realistic, but even if it kind of hindered the game,
Yeah, it's like when you get those arcade emulators and you can keep putting in with the button, you keep putting in quarters.
Yeah.
And you could just beat any game easily because...
You can, but actually I've been playing... You see the vertical monitor I have? I've been playing some vertical shooters, and what I've been trying to do is not do that. It's just like if I have to use a continue to stop and like restart the game, because that's how it would be if you played like a real thing. All right, now I'm trying to creep up on this so that I don't pass it. Stop. All right, now I'm going to try to do this. Now it's not fucking stopping. Is it this? Oh, there you go. These things underneath. Fucking car! Alright, I tell you what. I'm going to give up on the slot machine. But
I like that angle better that you just had.
Oh, yeah. So these things underneath, you can change the camera angles. So you can do that.
Oh, that's cool. Yeah, I like that.
Like a real car, you know. Anyway, fuck the slot machine. I can't figure it out. So I'm going to stop. I'm going to let James try it out. And we'll see how you do.
Okay. Speaking of quarters, I'm very glad that in...
put it under your legs more.
Okay.
Push it in. Yeah, there you go.
I've not needed to use a coin in a very long time. I can't remember the last time I've needed change.
Once in a while, if you go somewhere, there's still like the parking meters. So I keep it in my car. But...
Yeah, because most of them, they're always apps now. Or there's ways you could pay without having to get change. So that's a good thing.
So hit this one. Just go to. I would honestly, I do Rolfe. I've been through a bunch of them, and just
automatic.
You want automatic. If you can drive manual, then you know.
Wouldn't you need another peripheral though for the stick?
You would drive manual with this, so you know, by hitting buttons instead.
It's weird.
Yeah, exactly. All right, so now this is gonna go. That's gonna brake. Okay.
Imagine if the gas was actually on the wheel in a car. Could you imagine that like that?
That'd be fucking.
Yeah.
I don't know. Would that be terrible?
I mean, I don't know.
I wonder what that would be like, actually.
Because then to put pressure on it, like, because you know how usually on the gas you're not pushing it down all the way.
Yeah.
Well, if you're pushing on the butt with your thumb, you'd have to be like really soft with it.
You just got look at your car.
Yeah, it got pretty messed up. Yeah. There we go.
You're gonna do that. If you hit it again, you can get like 100%. Like, but that, you know, actually, seeing a little bit of the hood, actually
makes it a little more realistic.
Yeah, exactly.
This isn't bad.
Yeah, it's not terrible.
Yeah, it's not terrible.
Yeah, like most of the stuff I show you.
Yeah.
So you're in. You're getting there. You're in 25th, and you have 5.
I don't think this is bad at all.
Yeah, no. It has 5 laps to go. Well, that's why I wanted to show you this one first. This one's pretty good. Some of the other ones are kind of iffy, but actually the next one I'm going to show you is actually not bad.
Oh, jeez. Man!
Oh, you all right?
I don't know after that.
Watch, you're like amazing at this, and you just take first place every time. Oh! Or I said that at the wrong time.
Yeah. The wheel feels kind of realistic. Not totally realistic, but realistic enough. I
mean, for something that came out back when the Sega Saturn was out, it's not, it's not fucking bad, A hell of a lot better than Nintendo was doing, like with their fucking power pads and.
Because the wheel doesn't feel too sensitive. Because that's usually the problem with these type of games is that, you turn and then it turns way harder than you intended. Here it feels like you gotta push the wheel a little bit, kind of like a real car. I've never driven a race car, so I have no idea what that would be like.
Well, that's a lot different.
I would imagine,
Very compact, and you're all like, I haven't either, but I just mentioned the power pad. Actually, don't you think the power pad is one of the peripherals that Nintendo did that was actually not that worked?
Yeah, you could run it worked enough. Yeah. I mean, I only played World Class Track Meet. Mm-hmm. I don't think I played any of those other ones.
Yeah, there's some other ones that are. Okay, so I wanted to talk about this too. Mm-hmm. So what you're trying to do is basically make it to the checkpoint in time, and if you can do that, then it won't end on you. So you have 6 seconds. 5, 4, 3. Can you make it to the checkpoint? 2. No. So that's what it is. It's basically you didn't do bad, honestly.
No,
this is a hard game.
Yeah, we'll try again.
Yeah. So why don't you try a different course?
Okay.
The idea is just to make it to the checkpoint and then have enough time. That's how you can keep it going. Mm-hmm. Like, I guess in the arcade, if you put the quarter in, you get a little extra time if you're good at the game.
Yeah.
So try the next one, or Desert City or whatever.
I actually really like this. What would you call it? Like stabilizer or whatever the hell.
The thing underneath it where you put it under your.
Yeah. At first, I thought that seemed kind of dumb. but it's actually better than holding the wheel, because when you're driving a car, you're not holding the wheel like in the air. It's like connected to the car. So I actually feel like it's part of the vehicle. I
didn't realize at first that you put it under your legs. So I had it on a table and I was trying to do it, and then it was flopping all over the place.
Oh, okay.
And I was like, "What the fuck? Like, this thing sucks." Yeah. And then once I learned to do that, because I also didn't know that you could flip it up like that. So yeah, you put it under your legs, and that makes me think. I just thought of this right now. Mm-hmm. When you're using a big, or the NES Advantage, or like a big arcade stick. In fact, I'll show one real quick. I'm gonna grab one. You can keep playing.
Okay.
So when you're using a big arcade stick like this, this is still different than if you're playing like a real arcade machine, because an arcade machine can weigh 200, 300 pounds. When you're jerking the controller around, that shit ain't moving. It's because it's huge. But if you put this on your lap and I'm jerking around, this can still move.
It wobbles.
You know what they should do? Mm-hmm. They should build an arcade stick with the same thing underneath, so you can put that under your legs. Mm-hmm. You know?
Yeah.
Somebody make that. If Hori is a company that did this one. Make one, and maybe they do, but make one where there's a thing underneath, just like the Sega Saturn racing wheel, so that the thing isn't shaking all over the place. That would be amazing, actually.
Yeah, I am really impressed that this is working as well as it is.
Yeah. Honestly, I gotta tell you, you're better than this game. Okay. I was doing terrible at this.
I feel the weight of the car. Like, I kind of feel like I'm moving a vehicle around, not just turning, a controller back and forth.
Well, that's an excellent thing.
Yeah, I'm really impressed.
You always talk about how there's not weight to the Transformers in the those movies, but it's funny. Sega Saturn did better than Michael Bay, I guess.
If we're comparing, Sega Saturn games to Michael Bay movies. Yeah. Vince DiCola, the composer from Transformers the movie and Rocky IV.
You got the touch and all that,
yeah. I mean, he didn't got the touch, but he did
Heart of Fire.
No, he didn't do the songs, but he did the soundtrack, the music parts, like the Optimus Prime death theme.
Oh, like that. Okay.
Yeah.
Well, what was the guy who did You got the touch?
Oh, Stan Bush.
Stan Bush. Thank you.
Yeah. There's a lot of people on the soundtrack, but he's playing a concert in a bar in San Diego during Comic-Con, and I'm totally going.
Oh, really?
Yeah.
Are you going to Comic-Con?
Yeah.
Okay.
Well, I haven't been there in a while. I'm going back. I have a panel, actually, believe it or not.
All right, so I want to show you one more thing in this game before we move on to the next.
Okay.
And you know what? Actually, I'm gonna have you do this.
Okay.
So there's one more Easter egg. So put that back, and then get it under there again. Sorry.
All right.
And then go down the bottom, the very bottom.
Oh, Uma.
Yeah. Now hit this,
what?
And then just keep doing it. And then check this out. So this is
what was that?
Well,
was that a chocolate Easter bunny?
You're gonna find out in a second. So here you go. What do you think of this?
I'm a horse?
Yeah.
I thought it was a chocolate Easter bunny.
So let's see if you can win with a horse.
Horsepower.
There you go.
Oh my gosh. Oh.
Wait, did it glitch out?
You know what? Okay, we're going there. We're going.
You cheater. You're heading the wrong way, partner.
I get it. Come on.
But it still works. Does it still work like the car?
Not really.
Oh, okay.
Well, it's more sensitive, I think. Yeah, because
does the horse not control that well?
No, not really. It's a really pathetic looking horse too.
Yeah.
It looks like a donkey with shit coming out its ass.
Yeah, it's so brown in the back.
Oh.
Well, isn't it amazing how much faster the horse can go than the fucking car? This is probably the way to play the game. The horse is way better than the fucking car. I mean, you had a bad start, but if you started right now, I bet you'd do pretty good.
Hey, show this part to somebody right now and be like, "Hey, what do you think I'm driving right now?"
Oh, that's the way I should have done it.
Yeah, what kind of car? What kind of car do you think I'm in right now? Well, it's actually. I'm kind of disappointed that they don't have more angles for the horse, because the car you can see the hood.
Oh, if you get the front angle.
Yeah, I just want the head. Like
when you beat F-Zero and it turns to the front.
Yeah. With the horse, look how big the horse is.
It's like bigger than the fucking cars.
I guess that. Yeah,
maybe it's a Clydesdale. It's a Clydesdale.
Oh, okay.
Is that a burger in the background?
Wow, 38th. I didn't know. I've never gotten 38th in any game.
Well, you're a fucking horse. What do you want?
I'm in 38th. Oh my god. Oh my god.
Okay, so we got 2 more games to go. Let's jump into the next one. All right, now we are on Manx TT Superbike for Saturn. This one isn't not cars. This one is like motorcycles.
Okay.
So let's get this one going. Are you ready?
That's so Sega.
It will, yeah.
This is Sega as fuck.
You can't do this on Nintendo Genesis does.
Okay, go to 2-player.
Okay.
So I don't have 2 of these, unfortunately. Do you have one of those?
No.
That's too
I
bad.
have some weird stuff, but I don't have one of these.
Okay, so maybe someday. Wouldn't it be funny if we both had one of those?
Yeah.
I wanted to do that. Okay, so one thing I wanted to say is with this, you want to have good handling. So I would pick like. I'm going to pick that one. I'll just tell you which one. I would go for the green one. So, like, turn the wheel to select. Like, really turn it more.
Oh, like
Yeah.
it's one of those.
Yeah,
Okay.
go until you see a...
That one?
do again. Yeah, go back to the other one.
Oh, okay.
Okay, because you want good handling with this.
All right.
Okay, so let's start it. We're not playing this seriously, by the way. I'm probably going to be better because I have the controller. It's whatever. I just want to show this to you, you know. So I'm the red. I'm on the bottom. James is on the top. It took me a minute to get going because I didn't know what was gas.
And if you got used to the controls in the last game we were playing, well, now you got to get rearrange your thinking. This is back when objects would appear in the air when you're going.
I'm trying to figure out. So if you hit the buttons on with your left hand, you can adjust. I mean, I think that's what it is for you. You can adjust your camera so that you can see the bike or not see the bike. Yeah,
it's A.
I think you seem to like the first person kind of thing, huh?
Usually, yeah.
I'm catching up. I think the only reason I caught up to you because I was so far behind is because I'm using a controller.
Oh.
This is all these games, in my opinion, are way better with the controller. Like the steering wheel is a cool peripheral and it works pretty well, but it doesn't work as well as Hey, you know what? You're passing me though.
Well, I'm swerving a lot.
Yeah, it's hard to turn with that steering wheel.
You ever rode a motorcycle?
I had a dirt bike when I was a kid, actually. And you want to know why I stopped riding the dirt bike?
Did you crash or something?
No. I burnt my leg on the side of the motor.
Oh, gee.
Yeah. Which, you know, that sucked. I remember that. And then I was like, fuck this thing.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah. I think I hit a tree one time, too. But it wasn't like it was like a dirt bike. Yeah. Have you ever ridden a dirt bike or a motorcycle?
No.
Have you ever ridden an ATV? Have you ever jumped out of an airplane? I'm just fucking with you.
No, there's a lot of things I haven't done. I haven't done a lot of like risky,
I know.
things like that. I have way too much to lose right now.
So I would never go skydiving, would you?
I don't. No, I mean, if I was in college, I was single, like maybe, but I would.
Well,
do
not
that
now. Well, let's say you were. Let's say it was college.
Okay.
What would it have taken in college for you to have gone skydiving?
Alcohol.
Okay, I was assuming you were going to say a lot of money.
Oh, okay.
Because I wouldn't do it. You know what? I don't think I would just not do it. Yeah.
Remember that Full House episode where Jesse's doing the parachuting and he gets stuck in the tree?
I think it's...
And it's like his wedding day or something.
Yep. And he's late for his wedding.
Yeah. Because he's jumping out.
By the way, today is Mary-Kate and Ashley Olsen's birthday.
Okay.
The day that we're filming this, not the day the video's coming out. They are 33 years old today. I saw that on Twitter. It was the top trending thing.
Really? Okay.
Yeah, and I'm like, really?
Have they done any acting lately, or no?
I just remember when they were kids, they did like a show where they were singing the peanut butter song. Peanut butter.
Okay.
That was the last thing I saw other than Full House. So, I mean, they used to do those like movies after Full House, but I don't think they run.
Oh yeah. They made the Game Boy games of them.
And you reviewed one of them.
That's right. Yeah.
But they did. They do like fashion now. They run their fashion thing. Anyway, okay, so you get the idea. That's Manx TT. It's pretty cool. We're going to really quick try out one more. So, yeah, we're going to try out Sega Rally, and I just want to show it to you for a minute.
This thing is heavy, by the way.
It's not light.
Yeah, it's like this is one of the heaviest peripherals I've ever had. Looks like a dynamite, stick, like a TNT thing.
Oh, yeah,
like
you push
a
it
detonator.
down.
Yeah.
Wile E. Coyote.
Mm-hmm.
Do you find that a lot of your Sega Saturn things end up like breaking like this?
Yeah, definitely. I don't know, why is that? They crack a lot too.
They're because you know why? Because they're not the best cases.
You know what was the best cases?
I'm gonna. Can I take your answer?
Take the answer.
Sega Genesis.
Yep, that's it. Mm-hmm. I don't know why they got it right and then they never did it again. Maybe they were expensive or something. I don't know.
Like Nintendo with those cardboard boxes, they're cool, but like they're.
Oh yeah, I mean
yeah.
it's Genesis had it right.
Genesis does.
It's proven because then when they made DVDs, it was basically the same thing, just slimmer. So Sega Genesis invented DVD cases.
Well, DVD cases are like the Blu-rays. When you have the Blu-rays, the side of the spine of the Blu-rays, I find sometimes they're too thin. I like DVDs where you could like read the side of it.
Yeah, like slim ones suck.
Yeah.
I mean, they're good for having more DVDs on your shelf, but I mean, I'm sick of physical media, though, to be honest. Even though I have an entire room full of... I
kind of am, too, yeah.
Yeah, even though I have an entire room full of movies.
Isn't that funny, you and I saying that we're sick of physical media?
Because I have no room for any more, so it's just like, it gets to the point where it's annoying. You have to alphabetize them.
Yeah.
And, so that's a whole other story.
By the way, I gotta tell you one thing. Do you know about iTunes?
Yeah, iTunes can kiss my ass. It's like
no. I mean, like the news about.
Yeah,
iTunes.
they're discontinuing.
Yeah. I didn't know if you had heard it. Are you happy?
No, I mean.
Oh, you're not.
Well, it's like.
I thought you'd be really excited.
Well, if they do something better, then yeah. But it's Apple, so I don't trust them.
Not anymore.
Because when they discontinued Final Cut, and then they just went to like Final Cut X,
which sucks. Yeah.
Because Apple just throws things away and just starts over and makes it worse. So that's what I think. I think it's going to be even worse.
So I'm going to get in trouble for saying that sucked. I thought it sucked. What did you think of Final Cut X?
To be honest, I never messed with it long enough. But the thing is, the fact is, it's so much different that why not just go to Adobe Premiere?
Get over the learning curve.
Yeah, well, if you got used to one thing, why not go with somebody who's still doing it that way, Adobe, instead of like why can't Apple update their software instead of changing the entire thing?
Yeah,
that's my complaint.
So I totally agree. All right, but anyhow, so this is Sega Rally. We're just going to try this out for a minute. Why don't you just go? Okay. I already played this a little bit before. So I had a hard time with this game. This is the hardest, I think, of the ones that I played. Like if you turn the wheel right now, you can. That's how you select, and you can select, manual on the bottom.
Do you have a recommendation?
Like these two cars are the same. Just do that one, the one you're on. But yeah, if you do want to play this game seriously, you want manual transmission.
Okay.
And probably a regular controller. I don't want to shit on this thing too much because it's not bad.
Oh no, not at all. I mean, I like the first game you showed me was the
Daytona.
Best. Yeah, so far that was the best one.
Yeah.
All right. I was gonna figure out which one's gas.
Okay. Oh, I gotta tell you something. So this one's more like a real car. You only want to move very slightly.
Oh, this one's more sensitive.
Yeah, it's very. Sensitive.
That's why I like the first one because you really had to push the wheel more.
Yeah.
Oh God.
Yeah.
It's like I'm driving on like.
See what you're doing though? It's like this.
Oh, I know.
You barely want to move it.
But now I'm like so.
Yeah. And it's hard to go from one game to the other. Like the motorcycle game, we're like turning the wheel like this, and this is the complete opposite.
You know what this feels like?
Kill the people.
Oh, God. Feels like driving on snow, like in real life.
Yeah,
which is horrible.
So, like I said, this game is something that you got to get used to. It takes a lot of practice, and you have to really understand manual and all that stuff. So I had a hard time playing this one. But a lot of people love this game, and I didn't want to disclude it just because I suck at it. And what are those zebras on the side of the fucking road? It's hard to look at the background when you're. Oh, there was literally an elephant. Actually, I just saw.
Oh, yeah, it was some kind of large mammal.
It was a woolly mammoth.
A woolly mammoth. I'll give it one more try.
One more try. Okay. I do have to say this much. These are okay, but honestly, I kind of like Mario Kart a little bit better.
Yeah.
You know, Mario Kart 8 is great.
Yeah, it is.
Yeah. Have you ever played that with your daughter?
A lot. Yeah.
Oh, really?
She just got first place in every race in like.
Oh, really?
In the first course, like the mushroom course.
Okay. Did you guys get the extra tracks? Or I guess it's included now, like the Zelda track and stuff like that.
We did actually. Yeah.
Because when I had the game on Wii U, like that wasn't out yet, but then they released it later as like DLC or whatever.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, that's probably the game I played with her the most because it's easy enough to explain. It's like just stay on the road,
right.
You know, and and she's practiced a lot, so she's gotten pretty decent at it now.
Yeah, it's really good.
Yeah.
Oh, and that was the checkpoint right there.
Yeah, I was so close.
So just like the other game, it's about hitting the checkpoints.
Yeah, which is most arcade racing games.
So I mean, other than RC Pro-Am, I got to tell you my favorite racing game. RC Pro-Am I think is my favorite. But you ever play Pole Position on the Vectrex?
I played it on Atari 5200.
Yeah, it's not. I don't like Pole Position other than that, but one day we'll have to do a Vectrex, James and Mike Monday, and I'm going to show you one day Pole Position because it's really fucking good.
My most nostalgic racing game is Cruis'n USA.
Oh, I got the marquee right there. See it?
Oh yeah.
Yeah.
I mean, it's so glitchy and it's so difficult, but it's sort of like, I don't know, just has a nostalgic,
And
has a place in my heart.
As far as this, it's not a bad peripheral, especially for the time.
Yeah.
All right.